Alright, before we get into it, I just want to say like and subscribe, join my Discord, links down in the description below. But anyways, this is FISTBORN, okay? It's basically like based off Kengan Ashura. It's like Asura, Mighty Omega, and Riku's Jin, but all that other shit, right? But real quick, before I get into the story guide, I just want to say it is much easier to grind this game than it is to grind any of the other games, okay? This game, it goes by so fast. I've been grinding for a total of 15 hours, right? Since I still have the loot protection. And these are my stats after 15 hours. These are ready to limit break, which I'll get into later. But yeah, I got 248 total power, just basically off pretty much just playing for 15 hours and macroing. I mean, they have auto macros, so free. Anyways, let's get into the starter guide now. So you're a new player, right? You just started, loaded into the game, don't know what to do. First thing is first, you need to get money. So you're gonna walk to the Owl Mart, the 24/7 Owl Mart. What you're gonna do is you're gonna press P, and it's gonna bring up all the waypoints. And you're gonna come to Big Al's Pizza, and you're gonna come to the 24/7 Mart. There's gonna be a job board right here. What you're gonna want to do is you want to keep getting the job. Press E on get job, and just keep spamming get job until you get the cleaning the floors job. This one will give you 400 each time. It's a lot better than doing the ones where you have to run around, find a cat, or deliver packages, because you don't have that much stamina and you don't have that much speed. So you need to do this first. That way it's much easier. It's gonna give you a prompt that says you canceled too many jobs, so you can't get more. But just ignore that. Just keep spamming it. It's fine. And do this until you get to like 5,000. Once you get 5K, you're gonna want to buy 5 hot dogs. You need food, right? Your orange bar is your health bar. Blue is stamina. Green is health. But anyways, once you get 5K, you're gonna come across to the pure fuel, and you're gonna buy all of these. I think you can buy all of these, but I'll tell you how these work right now. One more thing too, I will leave the Trello linked in the description below. So the Trello will be there, as well as the game's Discord. We can find all the info, whatever. If I end up missing something, you can find the info there. Yeah, first things first, you're gonna buy the breathing mask, and you're gonna wear the breathing mask at all times. This is gonna give you, it's gonna boost your stamina anytime you run or do a training. It'll boost stamina always. You're also going to want to buy the vest eventually, but it's just that the light vest requires 75 strength, and then you go limb weights at 150 strength, and then heavy vest at 350 strength. But once you buy the training mask, what you're going to do next, because you're going to fast travel to the gym. And what this fast travel is, I'm pretty sure you just press previous twice. I think it's 3 times. No, sorry, 4 times. 4 times, and then you'll see finish gym right there. You're gonna go to the gym, and you're gonna buy the push-up, sit-ups, squats, all that stuff. So you're gonna buy push-up, sit-up, squat, and jumping jacks. Push-ups will train strength, sit-ups will train durability, squats will train agility, and jumping jacks will train stamina. There's also all the machines inside the gym, but that's later on once you're more progged in the game. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna run back to the hospital now. So you're gonna go forward 3 times, and you're gonna go to the hospital. And you're gonna go to a bed. At the hospital is also where you rest to get your fatigue off. So you don't want to go past 60 fatigue, or else you start like your stats don't go as fast, and you lose stamina a lot faster. But this is how you stat check right here, 350. Or you can buy the infinite stat check, which I would recommend. Buy an infinite stat check and auto macro, because the auto macro does it gives you all these macros. So you see, you can auto macro already with the basic trainings. So you're gonna be able to auto macro like stamina and stuff. But what you want to do is you want to buy so you can have to the machines later on, and also having advanced auto macro also lets you auto sleep and I think auto protein shake, but basically auto sleep is the main important part. Anyways, you're gonna come to one of these rooms. You're just gonna choose out a bed that's empty. So let's say back here the bed is empty, like right here. You're gonna come to the bed, and what you're gonna do next is you're gonna open up the miscellaneous auto macro, and you're just gonna auto macro push-ups. So keep the the breathing mask on, and just auto macro push-ups. And you're gonna macro push-ups until you get to 75 strength. Then you're gonna equip the light vest. Then you're gonna go to 150, equip the heavy vest, or not the heavy vest, sorry, the limb weights. And then get to 350, equip the heavy vest. And then once you reach 60% fatigue, you're gonna lay in the hospital bed, and you're gonna wait for it to go all the way down to 0, and then just keep going like that, keep repeating. It will take a while, but it does go by pretty fast. Next, once you reach 50 TP, so when you stat check, you see your total power is at 50, you're gonna redeem codes now. You're gonna redeem the codes, they're either in the Discord, you can find them on the website, just search up FISTBORN Roblox codes. You're gonna redeem all those codes, and you're gonna get a bunch of these tokens. So you're gonna go to shop. You will have like around 30 to 40k tokens depending on which codes are available. And you're going to scroll down, and you're going to reroll for a legendary clan, okay? You're going to reroll until you get one of these legendaries. They all give really good stat buffs. Some give better, some give worse. but like you can see with Tokita, this one actually does end up giving, let's see, 15% strength, 20% dexterity, and then 20% durability. All the legendaries are good, just get a legendary one. After you get a legendary clan, if you still have more tokens, you're gonna go for marking reroll, and you're gonna keep rolling until it says at the top that you got a glowing marking. It's a 0.5% chance, but this does give a 5% stat boost to all stats, and it is permanent. After you get the glowing marking, you're gonna go to eye color reroll, and you're gonna roll until you get glowing eyes, and it'll say the same thing. You got glowing eyes. Doesn't matter what color, and same thing for marking. Doesn't matter what marking, it will always be glowing. As long as you see the pop that says glowing, then glowing eyes give 10% stat boost to all stats. Alright, and now to go into the way that stats work, okay? So strength stats is obviously like damage, agility is your speed, stamina is obviously stamina, durability is your health, and then dexterity is striking speed as well as increased dodge frames. It's not that much, don't go crazy, but it's basically for striking speed. When a stat turns red, that means you can limit break, and that's, you're gonna go to the limit break NPC, which is somewhere all the way over there. But yeah, that's how you limit break. It gives you a quest to do. So for example, I go to miscellaneous quests. My dexterity limit break, I had to do 20 dash dodges, and then my Dura limit break, it's 10 durability trainings. So you do those, and you talk to the guy. He's gonna give you the quest. You talk to him after you finish the quest, and then he has you do something in order to limit break that stat. And basically, the limit break is just like it unsoft caps you. So when it turns red, you cannot train that stat anymore. You have to go limit break. When you limit break it, you can train more. So basically, the red is just a soft cap. In total, you get 20 limit breaks, and you can only limit break each stat 5 times. So for example, you can see this number right here next to my stamina and my strength. That is the limit break number. So how many times I've limit broken this stat? I can only go up to 5. After that, when it turns red at 5, I cannot go any higher than that. That is the hard cap, and that's how you pretty much end up making your build in this game, because you cannot have 5 in everything. You can have 5 in 4 of them, but then one will be 0. So you really gotta choose your stats wisely, depending on your build and your fighting style. Now, the way you're gonna want to actually work your stats is you're gonna want to get to that, I would say, 200 strength mark, right? So the way you're gonna work this is you're gonna want to get to 150 strength first. I would say do this, that way you can have the vest on, and that way you can always have a the vest and the limb waist. You can always have a boost to your stats overall. And then after that, you're gonna want to grind stamina. You're gonna want to hard focus stamina until you limit break it once, so that way you'll have around 500 stamina. That way you can do everything else without getting tired out super easily, and it works out a lot better. After you limit break stamina once, that's when you're gonna start to go for a fighting style in the game. Now, the fighting style are all the orange markings around the map, and each fighting style has its own set of requirements that you need to get in order to get the fighting style. They're all in the Trello. The Trello is linked in the description below. For example, I'll read one off here. I'll read off Muay Thai, which I'm currently going for just to have a style before I get wrestling, because wrestling is gonna be my main build. Stay tuned for that, the PvP shit, man. But anyways, you see here on screen Muay Thai, 250 strength, 175 durability, 150 agility, 75 dexterity, and 300 stamina. I can already get this. I have the stats required for it. And what I did was get to limit break stamina once, and then I focus all the other stats all around. And from there, now I just have to do the quest to get it, which is the 10 durability trainings, which I can't do yet until I find someone who's around my level to do it with me, or to help me do it. Another thing that's also important, there are NPCs around the map that give daily quests. They're in the Trello. It's under the daily quest category. There you can do these once a day. They give usually, like, I think 30 total power, like not TP, sorry, they give 30 stat points into each category. So for example, like strength, durability, agility, stamina, dexterity, and muscle. They help give more muscle. It's a daily training thing. I would not recommend doing daily trainings at the beginning, because some of them can give you roadworks, or some of them will tell you to do Dura training, especially for the Dura training one, that one will tell you to do durability training, but you need someone else for. I wouldn't recommend doing dailies at the very start, because you want to all round your stats before you start doing those daily trainings, just because they'll take too long, man. Focus your stats out, get them to all rounded, maybe to like once you get to 150 total power, then start doing the daily quests, because they are good. And then yeah, that's pretty much the starter guide for this game. Once you start to get higher stats, you can start doing the machines at the gym, because usually a lot of them have like a 250 stat point requirement. You can start doing those go by a lot faster. If you have the advanced macro, you can macro the machines, and it just makes it a lot easier. I know it's like $10, but it is worth it if you're gonna end up playing this game for the long run. Oh yeah, one more thing, the bank is an important factor into this game. You won't have to do it when you have new protection, because you're not gonna die. Another thing, food bar 2. Now it's getting a little sporadic, so I'm forgetting. If you're going for wrestling or sumo, you will need fat and muscles. Sumo is muscle. Sumo is fat. Wrestling is muscle. To get muscle, you buy protein shakes from that one place where I showed you to get, or from the Pure Fuel place, right? Where I showed you to get the vest, sorry. And then fat just comes from eating a lot of food, just overeating, I'm pretty sure. Or eating like fatty foods. I mean, you should be able to tell what that is. And that is pretty much it. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you have any other questions, I'll answer them in the comments below. But as of right now, that is the basic starter guide. There's nothing else for me to tell you besides that. Now just go train, do your thing, yada yada yada. Like and subscribe. Let me know if I should really. Well, I am gonna record on this game. There is no let me know, but let me know what you think of the game so far. Yeah, if you like, bad, I don't know. I think it's better than Mighty and Asura, just because the grinding is so much easier and the PvP looks like fun. But yeah, like and subscribe. Everything will be linked down in the description, and I'm out of here now.